dogs need to play, they need to have fun, enjoy their environment, and walking dogs helps them achieve all of these things. If your dog is primarily indoors, they are not familiar with sounds, with things, with people, which will now cause them to be scared of certain things, and which also now brings a tendency for them to be aggressive. Hello viewers, my name is James Uwe. I'm the owner and CEO of Petrunn, and today we'll be talking about dog walking, the essence of it and the business of it, so stay tuned. So first of all, it wasn't something that I planned, it was something that I stumbled upon, and in the process of that I started to develop love for dogs and to see why it's important that they get walked, right? And since then I've just dedicated to making sure that dogs live their best life and they stay healthy. So it helps them to be healthy, helps them to be fit, it helps them to be social with their environment, social with people, and social with other dogs as well. And it just helps them to be dogs, because dogs need to play, they need to have fun, just enjoy their environment, and walking dogs helps them achieve all of these things. So I would say the thin line between this is knowledge. So knowledge for the breeders and knowledge for the dog walkers as myself. So if you don't take them out and you keep them indoors because of the viruses and the diseases and all that, right, it still gets to be harmful to your dog, because the dog still needs to be out, right? It still needs that to get used to the environment and all of that, so it's still bringing more harm. So knowledge now comes in the sense of how, like, so for example, when it rains, I noticed that if you put your dogs on the grass, right, they get perched on by leeches and by ticks and all of that. So I've been able to know that. So I've been able to come to that understanding that when it rains, do not take your dog on the grass, right, because you might regret that decision later. So it just boils down to knowledge. So if you have knowledge about certain things, then you're able to control the situation, you're able to work around those things. So the difference between this is you get a dog that is happy and that is jovial, right? And you get a dog that is familiar with things, with sound, with people, and with other dogs, right? On the other hand, right, if your dog is primarily indoors, your dogs do not get familiar with anything, right? They are not familiar with sounds, with things, with people, which will now cause them to be scared of certain things, and which also now brings a tendency for them to be aggressive, because they are not social with other dogs and they are not social with people, right? So to get an all-round healthy dog and to bring out the full potential from your dog, you have to include walking in their daily routine. So yes, there is business in dog walking, but I mean, I cannot assure you that you'll be a billionaire from the very beginning, right? I'm not a billionaire yet, right? But I can guarantee you that you'll be able to pay your bills, right? You'll be able to do the necessary basic things that you need to do, right? And for me, I think that's the most important thing, basically.